Hey guys, bit of an update. So one of the things I've discovered is my gantry is not parallel to the bed. When I first noticed it, the difference was quite significant. It was about 1.5 mil, which is over 60 thou. So it's higher here than it is here. So like I've been adjusting things, and so right now I've got rid of probably 2/3 of the problem. So it's touching the bed here. But when I move it all the way over here, I can just about get my 1/2 mil feeler in there. So that's not good enough because I need it to be accurate to well under 1/2 mil if I'm going to do PCB work. So the only place I have found where there's any play, any room to move, is in how these end brackets here fit to the base cross piece. And so to get rid of a lot of the problem, what I've done is I moved this end up to the higher end of, if you like, the play, and this one over here down to the lower end of the play, and that got me from 1.5 mil down to about 1/2 mil. Luckily it's okay in the other direction, so front to back it's nice and parallel. So hopefully if I fix it at the front here, we'll be good. So the only other thing I can do now to get rid of that other 1/2 mil really means I got to take this end plate off and just enlarge these holes to give me that extra 1/2 mil, so I can drop this plate down just that tiny little bit further, and then we should be good. So yeah, I guess the difference between if you like, a consumer type product and a professional product. And so we'll work through these little wrinkles as we find them, and hopefully we'll all be good when we get there in the end. So there we go, guys. I think we'd call that a success for a first completed carve. I'll take it out and examine it in more detail, but I'm pretty pleased with this result so far. So here's a closer look. I have to say I'm pretty pleased with the quality here. Now, the cutter bit I'm using is one of my Luthri ones, and they're all down cut spiral bits. It seems generally the ones one uses in this machine is upcut spiral bits. which is probably because if you're doing deep cuts, then with an upcut spiral bit, it's easier to get the waste out of the groove that's being cut. But for shallow work like this, which would be similar to doing inlay on a guitar, for instance, then downcut spiral is the way to go, because you get such a clean cut on the edge. There's no risk of tearing it up with an upcut as you have with an upcut spiral. Still, this is very encouraging. So if we keep going like this, I think we'll definitely be motivated to have a look at how I might do a PCB layout. But we'll do a little bit more experimenting with general carving first.